Welcome, Leo, to your February 2023 reading. Thanks for tuning into my channel. If this is the first time you've tuned in, I offer free mini readings to all new subscribers. So if you've got a question about this particular reading or something that this reading doesn't cover for you, just click that subscribe button and ask your question in the comment section below. Make sure you put new subscriber before your question, because I'm also opening it up for anyone else who wants to ask a question as well. You can just put your question below. You don't have to subscribe. You don't have to, you can be a first time viewer. You can already be a subscriber. Just ask your question and I'll give you a yes or a no or a short answer to your question. All new subscribers though, where I see new subscriber, you will get that more in-depth reading. Now, let's get into this month's reading. Now, I have to start out by saying, first of all, please excuse the state of these cards. They're very scruffy, dog-eared, very old, but this particular deck is my personal deck, and I don't use this for readings. I just have it. I've had it for many years, and it's the Mystic Tarot deck. That they do reprint these, and I will eventually buy a new deck so I can start incorporating it into my readings. But this month I was really drawn to use it, so that's why they're looking scruffy. Now let's get into your reading. You start out the energy of the month with the Two of Wands. Now, this is you making a decision here, and it's something that I feel like you've got to do quickly as well. You've come to a sort of a crossroad, and you need to now decide which way you're going to proceed. And it's going to be different for everyone, but this could be something to do with your career, something to do with a creative project. If you are quite passionate about something and you're needing to make a decision about which way to go here, this is the kind of energy that's coming up. But I feel like do not worry at all about which direction you're going, which choice you choose, whatever it is in your life, because there absolutely is no wrong choice when the Two of Wands shows up. And not only that, it's above the happily ever after card of the Ten of Cups. So this is something that is coming in quite quickly, that's going to make you really very happy. Now, there's a few little synchronicities that are jumping out to me in your reading. You have two tens here and the Death card. Now, don't be alarmed when you hear about the Death card. This is a card of release. It's a card of endings. And not only that, tens are also endings as well. So I feel like this is a very significant message, and it not because the Death card is showing up between these two tens. I'm feeling like this is quite a significant release, a very significant change. Now, you've got a few people showing up here as well. You've got an earth sign. This is a Capricorn, a Virgo, or a Taurus. You could potentially have a fire sign here as well. That is Leo, like yourself, or Aries or Sag. Now, ordinarily I don't read the Knights as people, but I am in this particular reading because it's a general reading, so this can represent another fire sign in your life. But I feel like this is talking about the energy that's surrounding you in February. It's very frantic. There's a lot of rushing. Now, with the Knight of Wands, there can also be a message here that you might be rushing in and not giving something enough thought. So try and just tone down that energy a little bit and think things through if you are required to make a decision here. Now, the Page of Pentacles here. Now, this is, for some of you, you may be hearing about the end of a financial source of income for you. There could be an ending to some study that some of you are also doing. And there could be the ending to a particular job as well. Some of you may be choosing to go in a different direction here. Something a little bit more stable. Now, for some of you, there could be the ending of a marriage or a relationship here. Something that's happening quite quickly. But I feel like this is a decision that you could potentially be making. This isn't something that is being imposed upon you. Yeah. So, but you could also be getting some great news here with the Page of Pentacles about your finances as well. Pages are either messengers or messengers, and the Page of Pentacles comes in to tell you news about your the way you make a living, your source of income, and even if you're retired, you know, your pensions. But it's good news. The Page of Pentacles is good news about something to do with that. And I feel like for some of you, there is some more stability here when it comes to your money as well. You could even be choosing to invest this in building a home or a building project, or building, extending your home, or doing renovations, or that kind of stuff here. You might be getting some news about the go ahead for something like that. But the Four of Wands here does talk about strength, and it does talk about stability, and this often is the marriage card. So I am seeing for some of you, there could be a happily ever after here. You may be deciding to get married and build a secure and stable home for yourself and your partner, husband, wife, for the future. So I love that message here. Now, again, this could be with an earth sign, but, you know, don't get too caught up in the star signs either. This is someone that is practical. I mean, normally I would read the Page of Pentacles as a Capricorn, but you've also got a Virgo here in the Queen of Pentacles. You've got a Scorpio here as well. In the Death card represents Scorpio. So there could be several people here, or this person could be a mixture of all of these star signs. Now, I'm not an astrologer. Maybe look them up. Maybe look at their these signs readings and see what's happening for them as well. But the Queen of Pentacles is very practical, very stable individual, very helpful. They're one of those people that can do everything. They, you know, come home, they cook the dinner, they look after the kids, they clean the house, they go to work, they go to to meetings, they organize projects. They're one of those people that can really have got everything under control. They're an amazing, stabling influence in your life here. So if you are marrying that person, that is a good move, I think, by the sound of it here. But those that, you know, we do come to those tens, or the first of the 10, and the 10 of cups is, as I said, this is just such beautiful, happily ever after kind of ending. Well, ending, yeah, it's a 10. It's a happily ever after kind of ending, because perhaps something, you know, and the fact that you've got the death card here, there is some swift changes coming in, but it's, although they're creating some sort of stress, there is this stress and worry that I do see here in that 10 of swords. There is this happiness and joy and change coming in. But I just, yeah, I really like this 10 of cups. This is just pure joy, wonderful happiness. I really love this. Now, you know, tens, they are, although their endings in numerology, like the number 10 is a 1 and a 0, and you add a 1 and a 0 together and you get 1. So after every ending, there is this new beginning again. So although some of you, now, you know, for some of you, this is the end of a relationship here. I think I said that. But just having the death card between the 10 of cups and the 10 of swords, there could be an ending to a relationship. But again, I feel like this is a choice that you might be making. But take what resonates here. But the 10 of cups, you know, they bring about a sense of completion. So emotionally, I'm feeling like you really are fulfilled in February. There is this, you've put a lot of emotional effort into something, and this is now bringing you back to that cup of love, that ace of cups. It's quite lovely. Yeah. And tens, they can really bring with them like a sense of contentment and happiness. And I am feeling that very much associated with this card of the death card here. There's this completion in, you know, that 10 of swords is quite an ominous card. In a traditional deck, you would see the figure laying on the ground dead with 10 swords in their back. But something here that could potentially have been causing you a lot of worry is dead, done, and over with. Now, for some, this is, as I said, something to do with your career, your work. But the thing with the tens, as I said, there's that new inspiration that comes in with that ace of swords. And you can see in this particular card, in the horizon, you can see that sun rising in the distance. And this is symbolic to say that sun is, after this worrying, stressful time here, the sun will rise and it's going to be a great day. Now, just to go back to the death card here. Now, this is really, as I said, it's a card of release. And this is something that, to me, is going to be happening very quickly. It's going to be showing itself very quickly, because the Knight of Wands, which, as I said earlier, is energy, is movement, is saying that this change, this release is really coming in quite, yeah, as I said, quite quickly here. But, you know, this card, it's almost like you're in a situation that doesn't serve you any longer, and it's time to move on here. And I think you are realizing that. And so you're going to let something go. You're going to release something here in February that is going to it's just going to make you feel lighter. Your worries and stresses and strains are kind of going here. I do love that. Now, the final card here, again, that Queen of Pentacles, which is an earth sign. But this card talks about not only a sense of prosperity, a sense of warmth, of stability here, of practicality. This is also showing that you are in a time of manifestation. And, you know, it's almost like you've got everything figured out, and you are going to want to take a down-to-earth approach to certain situations here as well. And any problems that you may be having, particularly if there's worries or concerns there in that Ten of Swords, you are really going to be looking at things from that practical side. And I feel like this also can be, I just see this as so connected with your final Gateway Oracle card there, expecting miracles, because I feel like this is such a card of abundance and fertility almost, and earthiness, and you are manifesting a lot of this kind of stuff in your life, and manifesting, if you've got marriage on your mind, you might be manifesting this kind of marriage or connection in your life, and bringing that toward you. But whatever it is that you are manifesting, whatever it is for you that you are manifesting, listen to the message in that final card, because it's telling you exactly what to do, and that is expecting miracles, the card says, but expect miracles. And the affirmation on this particular card is miracles are blossoming in my life. And the meaning of this card is majestic wonders are unfolding for you, even as you read this. Watch for them and embrace them. The more you become aware of the small marvels in your life, the more they will grow in magnitude around you. The universe wants you to know what is expected tends to be realized. Expect miracles in your life. Celebrate and cherish them when they appear, no matter how small they may seem. Let go of fear and expectations. Allow the Creator to solve your challenges in mysterious and wondrous ways. Don't limit the ways in which you think miracles can appear in your life. Know that you can be the miracle in the life of another. Oh, I love that feeling. That's just bringing up this beautiful, warm kind of energy of the Ten of Cups there, just as I read those last few words. But I am feeling like there's some real changes. There's a real decision here that you are going to be making in February that is going to bring in some pretty swift kind of, it's going to bring in a pretty swift kind of ending. But again, I'm not feeling too sad about this, because as I said, you've got the happily ever after card and expect miracles. So you are really shifting and changing and manifesting things merely by your decisions here and your choices, Leo. So I hope that resonated with you. Please, as I said, take me up on that offer of a free mini reading. Just put new subscriber for all of you that click the subscribe button, and for everyone else, just ask your question in the comments section below, and I'll give you that yes or no, or the short message that comes out for you. So have a great February, and I hope to see you next month. Bye.